Have you ever heard the old saying, you can't believe everything you read? Well, a new book uncovering many of the deceptive practices of the United States media has recently hit the shelves and is causing a stir among media critics throughout the country. The book is written by nationally syndicated columnist Norman Solomon, who is the author of 9 previous books on the media. Solomon is currently the executive director of the Institute for Public Accuracy. Solomon claims that over the past several decades, the U.S. media has become dominated and controlled by a handful of corporations, which has led to the American public receiving most of their news and information in half-truths, stereotypes, and sometimes outright lies. Much of this misinformation has favored the agenda of big business, government, and the U.S. military. I recently had the opportunity to interview Solomon while he was in Chicago on tour promoting his controversial book, The Habits of Highly Deceptive Media. The author's assertion, however controversial, is not rooted in fiction. According to the latest research, the top 10 corporations which control most of this country's news and information flow belong to Time Warner, Disney, Viacom, Sony, TCI, Seagram's, Westinghouse, and General Electric. It is this type of evidence that leads Solomon to reject the claim that journalists largely determine what news and information gets covered. Instead, journalists are accountable to editors, and editors are accountable to media executives, who in turn are accountable to top management. This top echelon represents media owners, advertisers, and underwriters who ultimately determine what news gets covered and what ultimately goes out over the airwaves. In November of 1999, Solomon won the George Orwell Award for this book. So if I were you, I'd go pick it up. It makes for interesting reading, and you can believe that.